Hey YouTube, how's it going? VenomMan20 here tonight. Tonight will be my fourth installment of the series I call the Flying Viper. Tonight's snake is a lot punchier than last week's snake. This snake will strike repeatedly if I get a little too close. Now the unfortunate part about tonight's reptile is there's not much known about this species of Arthropods. For this video, I tried to do more research to bring you at least a little bit of information, and through all the textbooks, I found pretty much nothing that I didn't already know. So that being said, we're going to make a few assumptions tonight, looking at other species, but we're going to try to get to know this snake. And worst case scenario, you get to see a beautiful animal. So let's get started.
All venomous snake handling in this video is performed by a professional. Please don't try anything you're about to see at home.
So here he is. This is the Barnetts lancehead. These guys are springy, and he's going to be hard to keep on the table. I already knew this getting into this. Sorry for jumping. These guys get me worked up because they're like that. Like, how do you stop. Calm down. Hey, go slow. It's okay, bud. So this is closely related to the Barnetts alternatus that I did last week. I know. This is a small individual. Stop. This is a male. Males actually get bigger than females, which is pretty interesting because not a lot of lance heads that's the case. But this guy, it is. Stop. So actually in this species, males get bigger than females, which is actually pretty rare in the lance heads. Found that kind of interesting. They also have a yellow eye, and they're known to have 7 to 10 bands along the tail, brown bands, and that's a good way to recognize them. But these guys are always like this, which makes them very hard to work, needless to say. Stop, buddy. I'm sorry, you gotta stay on the table, bud. But really nothing is known about their venom. I know they're toxic. I know they're life-threatening. I mean, that's almost a guarantee. It's a Barnetts. These are a grassland species, so these are a very low humidity animal. They actually stay in like deserts and shrubs in a very small section of Peru. So they're actually along the coastline of Peru. When I say a small section, I mean like Rhode Island size section, Rhode Island being the smallest state in the United States. So very, very limited range. So if something was to happen to their range, it would be nice to have a safety net. Yet again, that's why I work with this species. It'd be nice to be able to breed these in captivity. Now what's different from these than other lance heads is these are very difficult to breed. For some reasons, they have very small clutches and they just won't breed in captivity. Maybe it's because they're so fired up. I don't know. I don't really know what it is. Maybe we haven't got the husbandry quite right on them. I know over in Europe, they're actually breeding them with some success. Now, here in America, very few people have bred them. Sorry if I'm a little worked up, man. He is a firecracker. You know, any one of these bites could be life-ending. You know, you're never going to see another YouTube video from me because I'm dead. I'm freaking dead. He doesn't necessarily want me dead. As you see, he's trying to get away. But man, the second I touch him, he's back on me. Hey, I'm over here. Stay on the table, buddy. You don't ride a hook for nothing. So these are the Barnetts lancehead. These are actually called the cascabel down in South America, which means rattlesnake. So that's kind of interesting. Now they will rattle their tail when they feel threatened, but they don't have a rattle. Hey, what? He's really slow striking right now. He's not hitting very hard at all. If he smelled a mouse, it'd be a different story. He would strike a lot harder. But so that's why I call him Flying Viper, because he's very, very quick. Now, next week's Viper is a completely different level. Like, it is a serious snake. This guy's serious, don't get me wrong. You know, a lot of people hear me say, I'm like, man, this snake is deadly. This snake is dangerous. Don't be very careful with the snake. I believe that every snake possesses the ability, you know, venomous snake, to possibly kill a person. You got to take them all very seriously. But at the same time, I mainly emphasize how dangerous they are, not to sound awesome or sound like I'm some superhero, because I'm not. I'm just a guy who likes snakes. But I don't want someone younger to see what I'm doing and take for granted that this is easy, because this isn't easy. This is very dangerous. It can be if not done correctly. You know, if handled correctly, there's no reason why this snake is going to hurt me. Look how long this hook is. Look how long his strike span is. You know, so if you hear me say this snake is very dangerous, I'm only just trying to insinuate, trying to emphasize that. Let everybody know at home, please don't try what I'm doing. You know, it's just like, I used to be a skateboarder. It was never good. Don't get the wrong impression. But I was a skateboarder, and I would see Tony Hawk do a 900, or I see Rodney Mullen do some primo slide. I'm like, dude, I could totally do that. It looks so easy. Got out there and I busted my butt every time I tried anything. Yeah, I could do some tricks, but nothing major. Those guys made it look easy because they practiced all the time. I practiced this. This is my art. This is my passion. So if I make something look easy, maybe I make it look tough, I don't know. But if I make this look easy, it's because of the years of dedication. So just be mindful of that. You know, don't expect being able to handle Bothrops right away. That's not a thing. You know, you need the practice, you need the understanding, you need to understand snakes. So anyway, I'll get off on that tangent. These are beautiful. This is one of my favorite marked Bothrop species. I mean, they're absolutely gorgeous. The only one that I might like more than this, that's like actual terrestrial Bothrops, is like Bothrops jararacasu, which is a very beautiful snake. And actually their venom is the one that's used for the high blood pressure medications. So they have saved more lives than they'll ever take. You know, even genus-wise, they've saved more lives than they'll ever take. So that's amazing. I'm so glad he calmed down. But then they also lumped a bunch of other arboreal Bothrops, like they have Tantiata, which is actually I don't know if they're fully arboreal. I think they're semi-arboreal at least, but very beautiful snake, but shouldn't be in Bothrops, I don't think. But they know the DNA, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Beautiful snake. The lichen viper, as it's commonly referred. But this pattern on this animal, and I honestly like my bigger male better, but he's bigger, and you see what this guy's like, he's worse. This is the calm one. So I didn't feel like doing it tonight, I'll be downright honest. If you're not feeling up to something while handling something like this, just don't do it, you know? There's no point in risking it. So I will bring him to you guys. I'll show him to you here soon. I don't know, past that, I'm sure I missed a bunch of things I wanted to talk about because he came out just going crazy. But like I said, he's a grassland Bothrop, so they live inside a drier climate than a lot of other Bothrops. Like the Erythromilus and the Alternatus, he's a lot like those guys. Or I do believe the Pictus is a lot like that, or the Nuidae. But yeah, just really cool snake, very interesting. Like I said, we haven't figured him out yet. You know, there's a lot of snakes that we've figured out. You know, ball python's a great example. You know, I know they're kind of the joke of the town, but at the same time, if you talk to a good ball python breeder, he can tell you exactly when that snake bred and exactly when those eggs are due. This one, we can't even get it to have babies. So, I don't know. It's tricky, you know, just tricky. But beautiful snake nonetheless. I'll move this camera. Try to get it up here without him going crazy. Switch that around if I can do that without him seeing. Okay, cool. I know I came into this and I don't know what I can do with this footage during edit because I wasn't ready to start filming yet. He just started going nuts, so I just had to go with it. So, yet again, sorry if the video quality on this one's crap, but I'm not redoing all that, you know. I think that's savable footage. Just a very, very cool snake. These guys don't get very big. The male that I have that I will show you at a later date, he's about 4 foot. So that's about, like I said, males get bigger, so about 47 inches. That's about it. You know, they don't get bigger than that for the most part. So they're a pretty small species. Just absolutely gorgeous. I love that white banding around the scales. Just a beautiful animal. But as you see, they get worked up. I didn't try to get him worked up. I didn't do anything beforehand. This is just what he's like. Just a handful. They don't ride a hook at all. You know, it's very hard to do that, to keep them on the hook. They're just, I didn't work out more, man. I'm getting out of breath. But They're very cool. Like I said, so this is a lancehead. So lancehead actually means like an arrow-shaped head. That's how they were originally described. Just very, very cool species. All the bothrops are just incredible. Love them. Just love them. They're very, very crazy. This guy's very crazy. So the venom, like I said, nothing's really known. Alternatus, you know, I'm going to say it's probably the closest to the alternatus, the last snake, the Arutu. That snake's venom, we really don't know. You know, tissue damage is probably a must. Past that, I know it's deadly from Peru. That is what it is. You know, now I'm just rambling at this point. So I guess I'll try to put him back inside his enclosure. Next week video on Tuesday, might be real late Tuesday, might be going into Wednesday, is going to be crazy. It's a snake that I'm not sure how I'm going to film yet. I haven't figured that out. It's a snake, and to you guys, you're going to look at it and you're going to be like, it's a brown snake. It is, but what that snake can do, it's just incredible. Like it's unlike any other. So please stay tuned to that. Make sure you subscribe. I don't want you to miss that. Make sure you check out other videos. It really helps my channel out. All the growth I can get, the better. I love doing these videos. I love bringing them to you guys. I just want to make sure people are still watching them, still enjoying them. But anyway, yet again, have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for watching this. You ready to go back, little guy? I'm sorry for stressing you out. Hope we wasn't too rough on you, little guy. We're not good yet?